What is happening? Hang on. Let's see. Orientation is locked.
Skill is important because on any given day, we're all mechanics, carpenters, fixers, DIYers.
Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, we're doing vertical format today. All right.
For dependable tools to do the work.
I don't know why.
The fixing,
Nope.
the DIYing, a training wheel taking off. So
Let's see here.
do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Portrait orientation lock is on. We're doing vertical format here. I'm still trying to figure this out, so hang on. We're having all sorts of fun here. Let's see. Who we got? Settings. Where is the settings? Come on. It's been a while since I've done this, and we're stuck doing vertical format. Let's see if I can do that. Orientation lock. Orientation is locked. What the heck? All right, well, I guess we're getting vertical format for this live. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm here in the garage. I got Ruger and Remy with me, so let's get going. Yeah, first live of the year, and yeah, welcome. Thanks for joining. Leave your comments, questions down in the chat. I am monitoring that, so yeah, hope everybody's had a great couple of months, January and February. So yeah, looking forward to kind of getting this going. I'm gonna turn this light on that I got up here. Hopefully that helps out a little bit. Got a little bit of hat, got a hat line going on. Ang, what's up? How you been, man? Good to see you. Hey, love seeing what you're doing with the Tundra, and hopefully the Tacoma's still doing well. So yeah. As for me, yeah, it's been pretty interesting. Took all of January, kind of just doing some personal stuff, and went hunting. Didn't fill my elk tag, so that was kind of a bummer. But there's always next year. But yeah. Breeze, hello Mumfy. Just another day in paradise, my friend. Looking good, and you sound well rested. Yeah, thanks. Had kind of a long week last week at work, but you know, everything's kind of calming down and getting back at it. So I've got a video scheduled for next Monday, and still kind of working on getting some of my other install videos kind of up and running. Scheduled my big trip for this year. It'll be kind of the end of June. So looking forward to doing that and bringing you guys along, even if it is just kind of a wrap-up video. But yeah, and Tacoma's going strong. Just did some maintenance on it for my mom and dad. Simple change in UCA grease. Yeah, keeping up on the maintenance on these vehicles is definitely a good thing. So, but yeah, super stoked. Weather's starting to kind of clear up. I typically usually have kind of the weekends to try and get any of my installs done, and a couple of them are actually going to be a little time consuming, so they're going to be some long videos. One of them's, I still got to do this one. So this is coming. I might have to follow a little bit of Ang's install, except for his UCA or the flip kit. So didn't really show that one all that well. Let's move this one down a little bit. There we go. All right. So yeah, but got some other stuff kind of super excited to talk about. One of the mods that I have is going to be really big for us overlanders with trucks. If you've got like a GFC, Go Fast Camper style, or even if you have a bed rack, kind of like how I have mine. Hey, big boy. it's gonna be super, super awesome, this mod, and I am gonna kind of tease it a little bit later. So let's see, South Conyer, a little late to the party, but loving the OTT tune. Yeah, that thing has been awesome. I've added, I think, a little bit more weight that I haven't gone back and had retuned, and I think that's mostly because of the long range America fuel tank. So I've added an additional, let's see, was that 13 gallons to the Tacoma with the long range American fuel tank. It's all steel and replaces the factory fuel tank from 21, and then you go up to 33 gallons, and it's been amazing. So loving the thing, but I need to go back to Just So LLC here in Utah and get my tune kind of refined a little bit. And that's one of the awesome things I love about the OTT network. So yeah, speaking of maintenance, Ang, I've got a little bit of maintenance that I got to do myself. One thing I haven't done in the going on 4 years since I've owned the truck, because I have a 2020 Tacoma, is change out the cabin air filter. Usually I actually take mine to go get the oil changes done and the tire rotations and all that, and they usually check the cabin air filter, but I'm going to change it out myself with this Pure Flow. This is something I found on another YouTuber's channel that highlighted this one, and it basically you can add some scents on top of the filter, and these are good for, I think it says 3 months, or lasts up to 90 days. So yeah, and I've got a tropical peach one, and then I've also got this Black Rock cabin air freshener. So that'll be kind of interesting. It's going to be a fairly simple install, and I'll bring you guys along, and we'll see how these scents actually work out. Let's see, we got some comments here. And someday I'll share with you the mess I made with the flip kit. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to cover that. I definitely want to connect again, maybe do another Instagram live where we just kind of discuss stuff and kick off, you know, just kind of chatting. And that's actually one thing that I kind of want to build up this year, is a little bit more connections with mechanics, people that have products that they want to share, and just kind of sit down and chat with them, so that way they can give you guys the info that you might be interested in. So if there's any companies or you know, if there's products or something like that you're interested in, I actually am going to talk to my mechanic that installed my long range America fuel tank, my re-gear. Let's see what else. They did my UCA, or not UCA. They did my cab mount relocation. So I'm going to talk to the Yoda guy here in Utah that did mine here, over at Agility Customs. So highly recommend. This guy is knowledgeable on all things, not just Tacoma, but Toyota, because he's a certified Toyota mechanic. So looking forward to kind of sitting down, maybe answering any questions that you guys have, and just kind of picking their brains. Let's see, it's crazy 4 years. Yeah, for sure. It's I'm surprised myself, for sure. And I changed Sandy's Corolla after 5 years. Oh, the cabin air filter. Yeah. If you're not, I mean, if you're doing a lot of city driving, you don't necessarily really need to change it as often as if you're going through, you know, dirt roads and stuff like that. Breeze. I installed those same LED lights in the garage. I removed the 5-foot tubes. and installed the adjustable LEDs. Great update. Oh yeah, these things are awesome. They huge difference, especially in the garage. So, and then they're just playing in the background. Breeze, got to keep that shirt clean. No DIY oil changes for you. Yeah, one of these. I mean, I've seen plenty of people do the oil changes, and one of these days I'll have to do it myself for sure. One thing I just kind of want to say is, you know, over the years, over these basically 4 years of owning the Tacoma, it's been a nice, fun learning experience. Because I didn't necessarily grow up as a mechanic or anything like that, so figuring out how to put these installs on, talking to people that do it constantly, over and over again, has kind of helped me get a better understanding of how the truck works. So that way I can basically go out and I can camp and just kind of enjoy what the truck is capable of doing for me. So that's kind of why I haven't done a whole lot of DIY serviceable stuff myself, but it is something that I'm slowly kind of getting into and used to. South, finding a good Toyota mechanic that doesn't work at a local Toyota dealership is priceless. Yes, very much so. But even those guys can still get a little pricey. But you know, if you find somebody that you trust and you know are doing constant repeat business, you know, with all the new technologies that are coming out, especially in the 4th gen. I mean, even the 3rd gen still got a ton of just, you know, it's got the ECU, it's got the onboard computer, your infotainment stuff, it's controlling just a lot of systems on there, and finding somebody that, you know, can help you out and, you know, kind of guide you through is definitely priceless for sure. So, if any of you are actually looking at starting a channel or looking at trying to film yourself, I started off with a Canon 90D, and still have it. I use it kind of for more photography stuff, still kind of learning the ins and outs of that camera, but for the most part I'm actually using my phone and a couple of other items that I'm using a lot more and trying to find creative ways, and one of them is actually my Insta360 X3. So I've got the X3, the bigger screen on there. I've used this on a couple of my Instagram reels and stuff like that to get kind of that nice little pan shot, because it does capture in 3D or 360. But it definitely helps kind of getting those creative angles a lot better. And I've actually started liking a lot of what Insta360 is putting out. So the other thing that I have is actually this Go 3. The camera's not, I mean, obviously because you have a little bit smaller sensor on these things, it's not going to be as good as, you know, an actual, you know, larger sensor camera like a DSLR or something like that. But, hey, I'm talking here. But one of the nice things about this, the Go 3, if you haven't seen it, is you can take this camera off here, and this is magnetized on the back. So if you really want to get some really cool angles, this is a great way to do that. What's also really nice is this is the charging port. And by the way, this isn't sponsored by Insta360. I purchased all this stuff. And in using it, I've actually really kind of liked how a lot of their stuff is working. But you got a flip screen here. So if you want to keep the camera housed, you can actually frame your shot. Or if you actually put this somewhere, I've actually put this under the truck for a couple of really, you know, under the truck shots. I can monitor the camera, so if I need to reposition or anything, I use that. So that's kind of helped me get some of these interesting camera angles. So, but yeah, Breeze, whatever you're using now works well. Yeah, I mean, most of it's kind of filmed on my phone. But yeah, when I want to get some of those creative angles, having plenty of options definitely helps out. So hopefully, you know, that kind of helps you out. I know a lot of people are going with GoPro. GoPro has their 360 camera, but yeah, really liking kind of what Insta360 is putting out. So yeah, so this is the first version. They actually have a black version out too. So yeah, if you're interested in that, yeah, jump over to Amazon or Insta360 and you can pick one up. And what do you use to edit your videos? Okay, so I started out on Premiere, and that is a very technical program to learn. And probably, I mean, if you're looking at doing like full-length movies, stuff like that, there's a lot of really cool keyframing that you can do, and just editing. There's some fun plugins and stuff like that. But for the type of videos that I'm doing for YouTube, what I actually use is Final Cut Pro. It is an Apple-based program. Another really interesting one that I use kind of on my phone for some of my reels is CapCut. CapCut actually has not only a phone app, but they've also got a desktop version that, hey, you're fine. But they got a desktop version that you can actually use as well. And then they also have a subscription-based if you want to go to the pro level, but a lot of what's kind of on the phone app is usable on the desktop app. And then if you really want to go somewhere to what Premiere is doing, a lot of people are going to DaVinci, and they do have a free version and a paid version. But for me, I went ahead and purchased Final Cut Pro. I like the magnetic timeline. I like kind of editing in Final Cut. So that's what I use. And yes, I ended up with DaVinci. Yeah, it's definitely a decent program. And yeah, you can definitely do a lot of things. One of the flaws of Final Cut, and hopefully they can remedy this. Apple doesn't do a whole lot of updates to their programs as much as Premiere or DaVinci, but they can't do the captions very well. There's some weird thing with you have to use like a third party in order to try and do the whole captions thing. So if I ever do captions on a video, it's probably done in Premiere. So. And kind of talking about Premiere, one of the things I found out is that when I've exported, the color profile doesn't seem to hold on to what I've set. So that's one thing, that's kind of one of the reasons why I went with Final Cut, was so I could actually keep the color grading and all that to what my settings were. I'm not sure if Premiere's since fixed that or not, but yeah. Breeze, those dogs are well taken care of. All dogs' pets should be so fortunate. I love seeing those dogs playing. Yeah, they're great. They're both rescues. Ruger is a 50-50 mix. He's half Doberman and half German Shepherd. And then we rescued a Catahoula leopard dog. And we did the M-Bark. So if you have dogs, the M-Bark is kind of it's a spit swab or mouth swab DNA test. And come to find out that she's actually got like 4 breeds in her, and I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, they're enjoying each other. Bro, so I have started editing videos for other creators. Everyone was on a Mac, so I went out and spent on a MacBook Pro. Went back to buy a keyboard and it was $1,700. I was so salty. Woo! Is that, are you buying the extended keyboard for that kind of thing? Yeah, color grading is so hard. It looks so good, and then you export and wonder what happened to it. Yeah, yeah, it is definitely pretty interesting how certain programs kind of export their colors. But like I said, I found that Final Cut does a really good job of keeping your color settings and your color grading. Are you two playing? All right, well, I am ready to start talking about this next mod. I'm not even really sure it's a mod, but it is a very awesome product that I have been super stoked about. This is a tool that you're gonna need in order for it to work, because you do have to purchase some added stuff for it. And that's just a, it's a 2 1/8 inch quick release tube cutter. So bear that in mind. Now, I've been super excited about this product. The owner, creator, was able to reach out because he was having some difficulties with a manufacturer, but and it almost got dropped because of this manufacturer. But problem has been solved. It's been shipped out, and I am super stoked about it. I did make a post on Instagram about this, and one of the reasons why I am so excited about this product is the way that I have been building out my Tacoma. Now you'll notice that I do have a lot of temporary mounting options on the Tacoma. So I have my Roam cases, and they are in the Roam rugged mounts. I have my shower awning, and that is on a rack system where I can quickly detach and take it off the truck. The theme with this is that I want to take off my bed rack, my rooftop tent, so that way it's not on the truck full time. And when I saw this over on Instagram and just the prototypes and stuff like that, I was hooked. I'm like, yes, I'm super glad somebody's pumping something out, and I have the box right here, and it is. Let me just grab. It's actually going to be Rapid Topper. This thing is awesome. We'll be doing a full setup, unboxing video on this product, because this thing simply, I was mind blown by how easy this was to basically take off your bed rack. Hey. Take off your bed rack and rooftop tent. This will also be able to take off your GFC style camper as well. So this thing is amazing. If you haven't seen it, jump over to Instagram after this live. Check out Rapid Topper. He's got a ton of videos over there on what this product does. I'm just gonna pull one of these out. And look at these, look at how well wrapped these things are. This is how it was shipped. I mean, taped up. And this is shipped by the owner. Man, these things are so so light. Nicely powder coated. These are, I believe these are aluminum. And I'm wondering if he's actually on this live or not. So maybe he can help answer some questions or not. But yeah, these things are amazing. So this is a corner piece, and you're gonna get, let's see, I think I've got 8. So you're gonna need, so these are gonna be in the corners, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna run some conduit through here, and that will create the frame. And then what you'll end up doing is you'll slide the conduit pieces through your bed rack and be able to, I think you'll be able to raise and lower your corner pieces so that way you can actually raise the bed rack off your bed and basically drive straight out. And then you've got your bed rack set up either in your garage, or your parking stalls, or you know, basically you can get your truck back. For day-to-day stuff, you'll save on, you have your weight reduction done, and then when you're ready to put it back on for a camp trip, just back right in, drop this, take it apart, and you're good to go. So the other cool thing that comes in this kit, you do get some ratchet straps as well, because this will be held under tension once everything is mounted up. But I'll be doing a full unboxing and how-to on the Rapid Topper for those of you that are interested and have a truck built out like I do. The one thing I won't be able to show you guys is how to take it off of a GFC camper. And that's simply because I don't have one. And there's an additional part that you have to, additional 4 pieces that you'll need to purchase in order to raise up the GFC style campers. So, yeah. So this kit, if you have a bed rack, you're looking at, I'm not sure, because I did get this in a pre-order, so prices may have gone up, but you're looking at about $500 to $600 just for the corner pieces and the straps. If you have a GFC style camper, you're actually looking at, I think, another three to four, just because those actually have brackets that mount to your bed rails and will raise up. So you'll take like a drill or an impact, and you'll lock that on top, drill that, and it'll space up your camper, so that way you can slide the bars through, the conduit bars. So that is Rapid Topper. I am I'm super stoked about this product. So yeah, once the weather starts clearing up a little bit more, it's going to be Rapid Topper. It's going to be Super Springs and the Sumo Springs. Trying to get out and do more camping and bring you guys along with those adventures as well. So I am super stoked to do this. So breeze. How about a quality hacksaw with a new blade? Is the tubing cutter a must use? I mean, how often do you use the 2.5 inch cutter? Probably not as often as I'd like or really need to, but you probably could use a hacksaw, but I think you'll get a cleaner cut with the cutter. And I mean, with the adjustment, I mean, you can go down pretty small for that cutter as well. But I don't know, I'd rather have the tool and you know, not need it for the future, but still have it on hand just in case. But yeah, the tubing, it's you can get it at Home Depot, and I'll link it once I finally get this unboxed and showcased and everything like that. I'll leave a link to all the added stuff that you need for putting together the Rapid Topper kit. So I am super stoked about that. Well, I mean, I kind of blazed through that pretty quick. What questions do you guys have for me? I mean, as far as mods on the truck, things you're looking for. Obviously, I've got the garage closed. The truck is outside, so I kind of wore my my Mumfy truck Tacoma shirt. So if you guys have any questions on anything that I have, fire away. Let's get this thing going. I'm here to help answer any questions, things that I've learned going through my now 4 years of building the Tacoma, the mods that I put on there. Fire away. Let's see what you guys got. Or let me know what kind of adventures that you guys are looking to do this year. Now that winter's kind of slowing down a little bit. I wouldn't say it's fully gone, but it's definitely slowed down. I can showcase some of my my camping gear if you guys want to see some of that. I think I've talked about my 23-0 blanket on a couple of videos. This is a canvas trail blanket for those cold nights. So yeah, 71 by 79. This is really nice because you can also use this as just like a picnic blanket as well. So you can throw it down because on one side it's got kind of a thicker material. Actually, I'll just read it off the top of here. You have a cotton canvas, and then you've got a cotton flannel. So very nice to have. I actually took this on one of my camping trips. It saved me for sure because it definitely got cold, and this helped keep me warm for sure. So definitely something to keep in the old kit. And one of the other things that people have kind of asked me about are the diesel heaters. I actually really wanted to try testing, or at least using it more this year, but didn't really get a chance to. Kind of did some, just didn't use it this year. Really wanted to. There might be a couple of cold nights that I could probably, escape out of and actually give it a good running, because I definitely want to see how long it'll last with a 3-liter tank. That's usually what they come with, is a 3-liter tank. Because I also have another solution that I want to try with the briefcase version that I have. So I have an H-calorie, I call it a PC build. It's a tower build. So it's kind of inline, it's straight up and down. And then I also have the briefcase version. Let me grab that real quick. No, it's not going to be very quick. It's actually buried back here. All right. This is the briefcase version that I talked about. This is your 3-liter fuel tank. Exhaust, air intake, your air in, hot air out. And a lot of people have asked me, like, you don't want your exhaust close to your air intake, so that way you're sucking up all the fumes and fuel, or the exhaust fumes. And well, as you can see, this is the air outlet, so it's pushing air out and into your tent. This is your air in, and this is drawing air in. So I don't necessarily have to worry too much about exhaust fumes being sucked back in to the air and then being blown up into the tent. One of the other things was like how I connected my exhaust hose. This has been really funny because I posted a reel talking about how to insert your exhaust hose. Well, the thing is that this is still connected. This is actually connected to the actual diesel heater inside, underneath. So this is an extra hose that comes out, and then I'm just inserting this entire exhaust hose into that. Which is, I mean, it's been hilarious watching people kind of, oh, well, you want to put that on the outside so the exhaust isn't coming out. I don't know. It was supposed to be just kind of a funny little skit, and you know, just a funny little reel. But I don't know. It's pretty funny. Well, it doesn't look like we have any more questions or anything like that. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So thank you so much for joining me on the first Mumfy Live of the year. Planning on doing more lives throughout the year. So bring your questions, comments. Let's just hang out, have a good time. I'll try to share more information on what I got going on. And like I said, I'm still learning all this stuff about the Tacoma, loving all the mods and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Hopefully we have a little bit more fun. I'm looking at doing maybe a couple of giveaways. I've got some of the mods that I've taken off my truck that you know, I'd like to pass on to my subscribers. One of them maybe being this is actually a light bar. This is a hidden light bar bracket. So built specifically for the 3rd gen Tacoma. So I don't know. Is there any interest in this? You put a 30-inch light. Remy's getting curious. So is there any interest in something like that? I also have my old Roam mounts. These are from Sherpa, so they've done really well. So maybe doing a giveaway on those. But overall, thank you so much for joining me, Breeze. Good night, my friend. Take care. Grow out the beard for Christmas. Yeah, I just actually had it trimmed up a little bit, so got to keep the face looking a little thinner. Got to work off the winter the winter weight. So getting that going. Try to look as thin as I can. But once again, thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Got a little bit of entertainment out of it. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a good night. I'll talk to you in the next video.